This is the FLOLAB Taffyca. What's the first thing that catches your eye about this case?
The TPE is color matched. Whoa!
I honestly didn't think you could have different color TPE. The Taffyca is a triple layered case, which means it's going to be tougher than Apple's own clear case, it's going to handle better than the Gear4 Crystal Palace, and it's just as tough as the Mous Clarity, which is also another triple layered case. But there is one thing that the Clarity has that this case doesn't have yet. With all things considered, the Taffyca is an above average case. What sets it above most clear cases from my perspective is the color matched TPE, like my midnight green iPhone 11 Pro Max. This thing looks pretty cool in it. At MobileReviewsEh, we base each review on actual usage. Monty and I are actual reviewers, not people who leave reviews. We're not people who do reviews, we're actual reviewers. This is video 119 out of 120 of the isolation video series. It's crazy. So what do I mean when I say the Taffyca is a triple layer case? Well, there's the TPU external layer along the edges of the case. The colorful bits are made from TPE and the back of the case is polycarbonate. The TPU layer helps with the handling and protection. The TPE adds even more protection to the edge of the case, and the polycarbonate ensures that phase first drops are less of an issue. I personally prefer polycarbonate backed clear cases because they won't yellow like the normal TPU ones do. As a side note, you don't do triple layer cases without having them fit the iPhone incredibly well. It takes a lot of effort to get all the pieces to look nice and to fit the iPhone. Most cases are just polycarbonate and TPU. Cheaper cases are just TPU. The premium clear cases, 3 layers. The Taffyca won't slide around easily on the front of the back and won't add much bulk to your iPhone. In fact, it's so thin that you can't use camera lens protectors with it. And that is by no means a bad thing because camera lens protectors are kind of a superfluous accessory. But if you're planning on getting them for whatever reason, this case might not work with them.
And if you're wondering why it's called the Taffyca, it's mostly taffy. It's because the guys who run FLOLAB think it looks like taffy. It kind of does. Can you see it?
The Taffyca will wear over time as the TPE edge is going to handle drops well, but the polycarbonate back will scratch over time from general usage. A quick scratch test shows that it scratches around a hard 3 or a soft 4. Now the back is raised, so it won't scratch as quickly from normal day-to-day usage as something like the Tech 21 Pure Clear. There isn't any rainbowing from normal light on the back, but like every other clear case out there, light from your monitors is going to result in a bit of rainbowing.
So I will say that the biggest difference between the Mous Clarity, which is one of my go-to clear cases, and this FLOLAB Taffyca is that on the back, FLOLAB has this rubberized coating on it, which feels really nice, whereas in the Taffyca is just smooth polycarbonate. Now that's not a big deal breaker, especially considering that you've got color matched edges here, whereas in the Mous Clarity it's just black.
Now, the last thing I'll add is that FLOLAB is going to add an antimicrobial coating to the Taffyca. These cases that I am using now, they're not prototypes, but they're not production models, I don't think, because they do not have the antimicrobial coating, from my understanding anyways. I didn't have any issues accessing my iPhone, and the Taffyca buttons work, and the mute switch cutout is a little different as it tapers out a bit more on one side, which improves access. Port cutout is large enough to use whatever cable you want to, and the camera cutout doesn't get in the way of taking photos. The edges of the case are noticeable, but aren't that bad when you put a screen protector on it. This iPhone 11 Pro Max has one of FLOLAB's own 3D screen protectors, and that fit is immaculate. With this setup, the case edges, even though they are a little higher, not noticeable whatsoever. Using the iPhone with one hand isn't that bad because of the thinner profile, but the cutouts at the bottom of the case are a little sharp, so your pinky may get annoyed after extended usage. And when it comes to protection, the Taffyca is drop rated to mil standard A10G. Not sure how high it would be, but I'm sure I'll have no problem dropping my expensive iPhone from a good height. The case corners have a thickness of about 2.6 millimeters, which is pretty average in terms of these premium clear cases. The Mous Clarity is a smidge thinner. And the only case I found in my collection of clear cases is the Catalyst Impact having a thickness of around 2.8 millimeters. When it comes to the colored TPE inset, FLOLAB has colors for all the iPhone 11 Pros. I think they're missing a few for the iPhone 11's from my understanding, or from the cases that I've got. If all else fails, just go with the white one. Not because white is better, it just goes well with the colors that are missing from FLOLAB's collection. Now, I will say that as I'm filming this, I checked this morning, they're actually not up on FLOLAB's site yet, so you guys might have to bug FLOLAB to release them so that you can buy them, if you so choose. And if you do feel like buying them, I think my code for my screen protectors works for this product as well, so, you know, save you guys a bit of money. So that's all I got for this video. Questions, comments, leave them down there. Again, video 119. I'm so excited to be done. The daily reviews. So excited. First time watching my videos, I do encourage you to click subscribe and also hit the notification bell to let you know when's the next video that's going to come out. Tomorrow's video is not a review, it's just me and Val and Monty having a few drinks and just talking about all the stuff that we've kind of realized about ourselves over the last 4 months. That's kind of all I got. Thanks for watching. With all things considered, the Taffyca is a case. With all things considered, this clear case is a case. With all things configured, this is the last video I get to film for this week. I totally wrote stuff into the script and the teleprompter did not there's 2 versions of it now, what the frick? Oh, I have to recite all this crap from memory. The gear... I can really hear you breathing, puppy. I'm so out of it. Just so out of it. But as of this moment, between now and when I have to go home, I don't have to worry about tomorrow's review. I'm so excited. So excited. I just can't hide it. I don't want to lose control, and I think I like it. You're welcome, Val.